Welcome to the JCI website video tutorial series. In this video, we'll show you how to add a project on the JCI website. To add a project, you will first need to select a needs analysis to base the project on. To add a needs analysis, click on the Needs Analysis tab on the My Projects page, then click on the blue Add button. This will open a new page with a form where you will need to enter some information. On the first information entry page, enter the name of the community need in the reference name field and provide more detail in the next entry field. Under What existing information do you have, click the white plus button to add a description and link to any evidence you have describing the community need. You may also add any questions you have that need answering before a project can be completed by clicking the white plus button below Questions. After you have entered all related questions and information resources, click the Next button to proceed to the Data Collection Needs Analysis section. In the Data Collection Needs Analysis section, you will see the questions entered in the Planning section, along with blank fields where you can provide answers to these questions once you have the required information. You may also add additional questions and answers that come up throughout the data collection process. Below the questions, identify the stakeholders you contacted and collaborated with while collecting data by entering their names, sector of society to which they belong, phone number, email address, and method of contact with the individual. Adding this information will help other JCI local members when they create projects addressing the community need identified in your needs analysis. Finally, select the data collection methods used during this phase of your needs analysis to indicate how the information was gathered. After you have checked all the corresponding boxes, click Next to go to the Analysis section or Previous to return to the Planning section. In the Analysis section, select the exercises you completed when conducting your needs analysis, then click Next to move on to the Root Causes section. In the Root Causes section, add the root causes you identified as the reasons for a community need by clicking the blue plus button in the main section of the web page. You may also delete root causes by clicking the red trash can button to the right of each root cause listed. These root causes will be required to complete projects. Once you have added all relevant root causes, click Finish to complete your needs analysis or click Previous to return to the Analysis section. After completing a needs analysis, it will appear in the Needs Analysis tab of your My Projects page and can be edited or deleted from there. It will also appear on the Needs Analysis tab of the My Projects page for your fellow JCI local organization members, allowing them to add projects addressing the root causes you identified in your needs analysis. Click on My Projects to see all projects you have added to the site. By clicking on the Needs Analysis tab, you will see all the needs analyses that have been completed by other members of your JCI local organization. From this page, you can add or edit projects or needs analyses. To add a project, click on the blue Add button. This will open a new page with a form where you will enter some information including project name, start date, end date, target population, target average age, and number of people impacted. You will need to select a root cause as identified in a needs analysis under the Root Cause drop-down menu. If no root cause exists, you will need to complete one before you are able to create your project. You will also need to select a United Nations Sustainable Development Goal under which your project will fall. Next, select the stage of community development of the community in which your project will take place. Then write brief summaries of the purpose and overview of your project. Finally, add objectives for your project by clicking the blue plus sign under Objective. Click Next to proceed to the next steps in the process. Note that after entering basic information, if you exit the Project Edition form at any stage, your project will be saved as a draft that you can access and edit or complete later in the My Projects page. To add team members who will be completing this project, you may add members by clicking in the blank box on the Team step of the Project Edition form, either scrolling through the list of members of your JCI organization or by typing the member's name in. Click on the name when you find the member and their name will appear in a gray box within the form entry window. To remove any members accidentally selected, simply click the X within the gray box next to the member's name. When you have finished entering names, click Next to move on to the next step, or click Previous to return to the Basic Information Project section. In the Action Plan Project section, you will see the project purpose and objectives entered in the Basic Information Project section. Under each objective, you can add an action by clicking the blue plus button. After clicking the plus button, add the specific action to achieve the objective, Then select a team member to whom the action is assigned and enter a deadline for action completion. You may also enter a cost if there is one associated with a specific action. When the action has been completed, click the Done checkbox at the bottom of the action. You may also delete actions by clicking the red trash can button on the bottom right of each action item. After you are finished adding actions, click Next to proceed to the Partners Project section, or click Previous to return to the Team section. In the Partners section, you can add organizations that will assist in the completion of your project. Enter the organization's name, the name of the key contact of the organization, and their email address. From the drop-down menu, select if the organization is a government, private sector, or civil society entity, then enter the role the organization will play in your project. You may add additional partners by clicking the blue plus button on the bottom left of the page. Partners may also be deleted by clicking the red trash can button on the bottom right of each partner's information section. After all partners have been entered, click Next to proceed to the Closing Report section, or click Previous to return to the Action Plan section. In the Closing Report Project section, review all information entered for your project and ensure it's all correct. If any information requires correcting, simply click on that project section in the project timeline at the top of the page to access the information on the corresponding project section. At the end of the page, you may enter information on the results of your project and list recommendations for how to move forward. This could include suggestions for future projects, additional community needs, or next step to continue the current project. You are also able to upload images of your project to provide others with a look at the actions you took and the impact they made. Once you have finished reviewing information, adding results, recommendations, and images, click the blue Finish button at the bottom of the page to submit your project. Each submission will be reviewed by your JCI National Organization President. Upon approval, your project will be published in the Project Gallery and will be visible by all JCI members. After completing a project, it will appear in the Projects tab of your My Projects page and can be edited or deleted from there. That's how you add projects through the JCI website.